This is gonna be a quick video about choosing the right tissue boxes for your home. What it comes down to is there's a lot of different options out there, and as people are buying online more and more, getting the ones you want can be pretty important. I mean, not important in a life-changing sort of way, but important in that maybe your tissue boxes have to fit on a desk, or maybe they fit on the back of a toilet, or someplace on your countertop where you don't have a lot of space. So there's different sizes, and getting the right one can be the difference between a pretty minor annoyance and being happy with how you spend your money. So I wanted to run through some offerings from Kleenex, which I think is the best brand in tissue manufacturing. First of all, we have this, and I think as far as the rectangular shapes go, this is a standard size. If you look at it on the desktop, you could see it's about 9 inches wide and 4.5 inches deep and long. This size contains 210 tissues, 2-ply, so a nicer tissue. Again, but this is a larger box, and I think it's what a lot of people are looking for, but not everyone. Another size is this, and I would call this the industrial tissue box. This is the size that hospitals and schools and larger offices tend to buy. It's a smaller box, less tissues. This box has 125 tissues, and they're single ply, so it's not like the thick, soft ones. These boxes are cheaper, but usually you have to buy a whole lot of them. But I know a lot of people tend to prefer these boxes, myself included. And this box is also about 9 inches long and 2 inches deep and 5 inches wide. So same dimensions, just not as thick. Lastly, we have, I would say, one of the innovations in tissue technology, and this is called the Kleenex Perfect Fit. This is a cylindrical box. It's much smaller than the other two, really just a fraction of the overall volume, and the footprint is a lot smaller. That's kind of the key here. We're looking at a circle that is about 3 inches in diameter, so really pretty small. And the downside of this is obviously there's some instability, which it could fall over, which it's upright. Also, that this thing only holds 50 tissues, so it's not that small, but the actual amount of space it takes up on your counter, or again, your desk, whatever, is quite small. Again, only 50 tissues, whereas this one has 120, and this one, the larger one, has 210. So worth keeping in mind. It actually works really nicely. Pop the top, and the tissues are right here, and they pull out, and it's just sort of like the way a Clorox wipes or something like that works. You just pull it out and it's ready to go. It's also a smaller tissue, so worth keeping in mind that just overall size of the tissue is a little smaller. Here's that standard tissue from the full-size box. Flip them over. So worth keeping in mind that you're getting fewer tissues and a smaller size. And these boxes are actually pretty expensive relative to the other ones. But again, it is this cool upright box and looks pretty nice in your home. So yeah, that's a quick review of the tissue box size comparison, and a quick review of the Kleenex Perfect Fit tissue box.